Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Missouri Tigers and the TCU Horned Frogs. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Ncaa Carter Stadium in Fort Worth might be small, but it is mighty. Seating 46,000 fans, the purple smoke, the engine horn blaring, the Frogs get it going on game day in Fort Worth. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. TCU Horned Frogs kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Formation for these receivers. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence, everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
And the Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Here's Simmons to throw. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Simmons. Oh, they're after him. Buried before he could blink.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Wants to return it. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Motion from the wideout. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. offense in a bunch formation. Takes a handoff. It's Payne. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Horned Frog! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They're on the board first here in the season opener. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Down by a touchdown, and we'll see if they can get on the board with this drive. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hardy. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. Third and 6 yards to go. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Finds his tight end. At the 35, he's loose. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll give it to Hardy. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana.
Caught, and he's got room. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wide receiver going in motion. From the red zone, it's Hardy. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range. Had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Complete to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll send the tight end in motion. The run inside. It's Payne. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Using his feet. Could be an alley. Got enough for the first. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Looking for a crease. It's Payne. Breaks into the open. He now has 85 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, TCU!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll go with Hardy. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's a problem for the defense. On 4th down like that, you've got all those bodies close to the line of scrimmage. If one guy's out of a gap or one guy misses a tackle, it could be a home run, and that's exactly what happened.
And he added the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Turning it on! Past the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frog! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And he's going to bring it out. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Throwing Simmons. Fires to the right. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. TCU calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Here's a heat. Get it out on the screen. Still running at the 40. Snags it, and there's running room. Completion for the first down, and man, did he take a shot, and I think they're going to tack a little more onto that one. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. Caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Simmons. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
looking for a man. It's Simmons. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Rushes on him, and down he goes.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Catches it at the 30. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Bunch formation for these receivers. Here's Simmons to throw. Working that left side now. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play.
Goes high to pull it in. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Timeout taken by the Horned Frogs. That's their final one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Throws to the tight end. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Payne. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Northern Illinois, taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's Northern Illinois, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
He leaves it with his back.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now on second down. Quarterback making checks. Running inside. It's Payne. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to pass. It's Craig. Gonna take a shot. Got it inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, TCU!
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Again, it's Hardy. Got a little grass. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Throwing Simmons. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds space on the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Back to pass, it's Simmons. A shot toward the end zone, and they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
Here's a give to Hardy. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Simmons. Got a man. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Payne. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Off play action. He's got the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Craig. He lets it fly. Makes the catch down the right side. Open spaces. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Simmons on play action. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Here's Simmons to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll run the counter. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
The give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Back to throw, it's Craig. Quarterback now breaking the field. Fires to the right. It's complete. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
On the move. It's Payne. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. He's going to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Ready. White 29. Go.
Austin Simmons, the play fake. Fires left. That's caught. It's Lee. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Throwing Simmons. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Simmons. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to Hardy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Leaping grab for a big gain. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking for a man. It's Burns. Touchdown, Tigers! Makes the grab, inbounds! The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They'll give it to him again. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Under fire. And he never had a chance.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Now on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Here's a give to Hardy. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good one. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Burns. He wants a big play here late. Goes high to pull it in. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Pucks it out of the air. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
1852 soldier. 1852 soldier. Ready, go.
Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.